Attention! The following video may contain fun, humor, profanity, personal opinions, political incorrectness, and so on. If you are under the age of 18 or are easily offended by something as simple as gendered words, then I suggest you turn this video off and watch something more suited to you. Something like Sesame Street. Don't say I didn't warn you. G'day guys, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to those that are possibly clicking on this video for the first time. Today's video, I guess you could say I'm a little excited. This video, I've pretty much just decided to start filming right away. If you haven't figured out from the title of the video, I got myself the new LOSI Mini JRX2. Now, this is something I pre-ordered quite a while ago, and there's been some videos on it already, and obviously for those that have possibly got connections and early release and that sort of thing, but this Mini JRX2 I've been looking forward to getting. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to cut straight to the bench and we're going to have a look. Alright guys, here it is. This is the LOSI Mini JRX2. Now, some of you may not be familiar with this, and by that I mean this kind of car. So, quick history lesson. Team LOSI, as it was originally known as in the 80s, was started by Gil LOSI and his father. And the very first race buggy that they made was the JRX2. And this car here is the mini version. Now, a lot of people, including myself, have kind of wondered why they went the route of the mini of a mini size. This is 1/16 scale, and they claimed that they did this so as not to affect the value of the original JRX2s, which, I mean, is fair enough. So this car comes ready to run, and I guess you could say this is what you would call a true ready to run car, because on the side here it says needed to complete nothing, everything included. So I guess you could say this is a true ready to run car. And as you can see here, it comes in 3 colors. So you have the red, the blue, and the black. And I went for the black because we have a quick look over here, guys. Over here we got a wall of cars, and along this top row here I've got all my LOSI cars. And here I have a double XT, and as you can see, it's black with the similar colored stripes. I did that. That paint scheme was an inspiration from the original. This is the Pro SE, the JRX Pro color scheme, box art. So I did that, and that's why I bought this one. So what I'll do, guys, is I will quickly pause here because I haven't even opened this at all. So what I'll do, well actually no, what I will do is I'll put it down, I'll put this in tripod mode, and we will open the box. Something I've been looking forward to, this car. So alright. So in the box, Right, so we are seeing this for the first time, and it is mini. So here we have, so it comes with a USB charger, comes with some Go Fast stickers, battery, AA batteries for the radio, some basic tools, and your instruction manual. And here we have the car inside. Now, where did I put that? I know I put it here somewhere. Alright, give me a quick second, guys. Alright guys, couldn't find my cutters, and I kind of wanted to do this with you anyway. So, the radio it comes with, it's a very basic and simple Spectrum radio. And okay, it's under there. Just bear with me, guys. And where's the other one? You know what? I'm gonna have to do it this way. Alright, here we have it, guys. So I'll just put the box over there. So here we have the car, guys, and still got a little bit of masking tape from when they painted it, which is actually a good sign. That means that it's not one of those printed Lexan shells. So I will put that down there. So as we saw, comes with a USB charger, AA batteries, some basic tools with the instruction manual, a basic Spectrum radio, very basic, and we have the car. Now, the cool thing I love about this thing is they've basically done the whole car and just shrunk it down, so it has everything the original JRX2 had. Well, electronics aside. But chassis wise, everything is as it was on the real one, on the original one back in the 80s, just smaller. So it is oil filled aluminium shocks. These are the old school clamp style preload collars, original 5-link suspension, telescopic drive shafts. And I'm going to go out on a limb, and because I haven't looked at the instructions, obviously, I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that it's a 6-gear transmission. But it comes with a 650 milliamp hour LiPo battery. It's a speed controller and Spectrum receiver unit, so it's an all-in-one unit. Got a Spectrum servo. It's got a little servo saver on it. Oh, there's some more. Yeah, and shocks are oil filled. Sounds a bit squishy, so it might need to be rebled. But everything, I mean, this is unbelievable. Like, I don't have a JRX2, but I do have a JRX-T, which you saw on the lineup and hanging up there, and it's just a mini version of that. It's really good. Now, with regards to the charger, like I said, it's a USB charger that comes with it. I'm not going to use that charger. I mean, If you're new to the hobby, by all means go use it. There's nothing wrong with that. But as you can see here, the battery plug is an EC2 unit. So what I'm going to do is I have a Spectrum charger here. It has the smart IC3 connector, but an EC3 connector will work. So I'm going to make an adapter and charge the battery off this. So what we're going to do, guys, is I am going to pause the video here. I'm going to charge the battery up off camera, and we're going to take this out and have a little bit of fun with it. Alright, I thought to myself, where would I run this? And I thought to myself, well, the majority of people that would buy this wouldn't really take it to a racetrack, although there's nothing wrong with that. And I thought the majority of people that would buy this would most likely run this in their backyard. So that's where we are. Now, your radio, even though it's a basic radio, you've got your steering rates, steering trim, you've got your steering reverse, and you've got your throttle limit, and you have power, and alrighty. I'm actually quite impressed with the little servo that's in it. Very responsive. Alright, let's give it a go. Wheel stands. Oh, that's not good. Must be the slipper clutch. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, let's try that again. Yeah, all it was just the slipper clutch had come loose. It's quite responsive, actually, even for a little brushed motor. Alright guys, so did a small run in the backyard. Like I said, the average person that would buy this car would not take this to a racetrack. It'd be something to have a bit of fun with in the backyard. And surprisingly, it was quite sprightly for a little tiny brush motor that's in it. And I mean, for the battery that's in it, yeah, it's only a small battery. It was it's quite lively. You even saw it pulled a small wheel stand in one of the little bumps in that, which was pretty funny. Yeah, so it turned out that it was just a slipper clutch that had worked its way loose. I haven't bought a ready-to-run car. Well, I think the only ready-to-run car I've ever bought was my very first car, and that was over 20 years ago. So all my cars have been kits. So I suppose when you buy this, it doesn't hurt to just go over everything, make sure everything's nice. And but honestly, this is a lot of fun to have a bit of fun with in the backyard. Am I going to put upgrades on this? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I might buy one of the Mini B, the LOSI Mini B buggy kits and do something with it. But I might leave this as is and just enjoy it as it is. I might down the track upgrade the motor, the ESC receiver combo unit to two separate things. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Now there is one thing I will say. This is great. This is a lot of fun. However, I do think LOSI should have made this a 10th scale kit. I know that they said that they had no intent. They did this in 16th scale so as not to affect the value of the 10th scale, original 10th scale JRX2s. However, I'm going to show you something, guys. Okay, so over here we have these, like the JRX-T, the Double XT, the JRX Pro SE. They're all original. And down here, got my associated cars. Now, Team LOSI, Gil LOSI, if you happen to see this RC10 Worlds Edition, this is not an original. This is a re-release. Now, had it not been for this car, I would not have got into the vintage scene. And it was because of this particular car, it not only got me into the vintage scene, but I made some really good friends because of this car. This car started all of this. Not the radio control hobby, but the vintage thing. So, guys, if you at LOSI Horizon Hobby happen to come across this video, maybe consider doing a 10th scale re-release. I mean, it doesn't have to be a full race kit. It could be something like the Double XT, or the JRX Pro, for example. But like I said, if it wasn't for this particular car here, I probably wouldn't be in the vintage scene. I'd probably just be doing more modern racing. So just a little something for you guys to think about. But anyway, guys, we'll come back over here. I'll give you my final thoughts of this car. Is it a lot of fun? Absolutely. Is it good for the beginner? Absolutely. I mean, if you're thinking of getting someone a gift, maybe, and they want a radio control car for their first one just to have a bit of fun with, go right ahead. This is a lot of fun. And one of the things I do like about it is the servo is surprisingly responsive. It I mean, the servo saver on it is quite soft, but the actual servo itself is really, really responsive. I like that. And the coolness factor is definitely a 10 out of 10. I mean, the 5-link suspension, the aluminium shocks, like I said earlier on, this is really just shrunk down. All the details are just smaller. It's a cool little car, and I absolutely love it. Like I said, I might replace this later on. I'm not too sure, but at the moment, I'm probably just going to leave it as it is and then just enjoy it as it is. So that's the end of this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video as much as I have making this video. And if you did like it, don't hesitate to give it a like. And until then, guys, enjoy the hobby you're in, and cheers.